Hello, everyone. I know for sure most of us have social media, right?
Yes, I have.
Well, we have to admit that ever since social media started to spread, it became a part of our daily life. And if you observe your daily use of social media platforms, you will find out that you are on social media almost all day. But have you ever imagined how our life could be without having social media? I'm Gusti Zera, Veronica, and I will discuss the unintended consequences social media is having on your mental health and how you can craft a better experience for yourself. According by the Center for the Collegiate Mental Health, that found the top three diagnoses on university campuses are anxiety, depression, and stress. 19% of 18 to 29 years old are on social media. Numerous studies from US, Canada, UK, or you name it, have linked this high social media use with these high levels of anxiety and depression. So let me introduce you to four of the most common social media pressure, which if left untreated have the capability to turn into serious mental health issues. Number one is the highlight reel. The highlight reel is a collection of the best and brightest moments, and social media is our personal highlight reel. But the reason why we struggle with insecurity because we compare our behind the scenes with everyone else's highlight reels. If we show ourselves at the lowest of our life in social media, who wants to see that? The highlights are what people want to see. In fact, when your highlights do well, you encounter the second stressors in social media, which is number two, social currency. In social media, when you give something the attention, it becomes like a recorded transaction attributing value. The problem is in our social media, we are the product. We're letting others attribute value to us, and I will admit we're tying up on our self-worth of what other things about us. We will take 100 photos to make sure we have a nice picture. Then we will wait for the perfect time to post. We are so obsessed to have a biological responses when we cannot participate. Which leads me to the third stressors on social media. Number three, FOMO. FOMO, or the fear of missing out, is an actual social anxiety from the fear of that you are missing a potential connection, even or opportunity. A collection of Canadian university found that 7 from 10 students say that would get rid of their social media accounts if were not to fear of being left. Perhaps the worst stressors on social media is a number 4, online harassment. 40% of online adults have experienced online harassment, and 73rd have witnessed it. The unfortunate reality is that is much worse if you are a female, LGBTQ, a person of a color, minorities. I think you get the point. The problem is the news. We were seeing this 18-year-old Tyler Clementi, who took his life after his roommate bullying and secretly filmed him, then posted it on Twitter. When we discuss the evil side of social media, we are actually discussing the dark side of the individual itself. Dark side that causes harasses to abuse, the insecurity that causes you to always comparing yourself to others. So that's why we need preventive strategies and coping strategies. So that's when you have the lowest days because you never get as low as Tyler Clementi. Well, hearing what I've said today maybe make you think I want you to get rid of it, but I don't. Because I don't think abstinence is an option anymore. But that doesn't mean you cannot practice self-social. I mean, social media is neither good or bad. It's just the most recent tool we use to do what we have always done. Okay, now how do you find social media wellness? Recognizing a problem is the first step is facing it. You know, the power of suggestion when someone tells you about something and you start seeing it, that's why awareness is critical. Because now you will at least be able to recognize the effects it happened to you. And the second thing you are going to do is audit your social media diet. The same way we monitor what goes into our mouth or monitor whatever goes into your heart. Ask yourself, did social media scroll make me feel better or worse off? If you're not happy for the results, move on to the step 3. Create a better online experience. The last thing you will do is a model good behavior. In reality, we are taught not to bully others. We are taught not to take pleasure in people's downfalls. And internet is a weird place. Is social media hurting your mental health? The answer is it doesn't have to. Social can tear you down and also it can lift you up. Where you live feeling better off or have an actual laugh out loud. Then finally, I have 24 hours a day. If I spend a couple hours on social media, then I want experience to be full of expression, love, motivation, a lot of things. Well, I think that's all information that I share. Thank you so much for joining and listening to my